Institute of Global Professional IGP, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I'm your host for the evening. My name is Badun Dash. I'm from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I'm proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and certified international educational and training institute. In last years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student community, resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate profession generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seekers, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like Create Own Portfolio website, Resume Builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and well-knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can update all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, contact sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement our training program, webinar, and offline online courses for you, the learner, by professional trainers, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is level, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of students. Professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continuous improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 2091 webinar successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 2091 webinar successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website, www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you'll be benefited. We already launched a new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But what a strong point is that without an account or login, you will enjoy our service. So create an account for us with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy all feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join regular on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. It's easier and time limited because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you're an online live quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you're selected for a lifetime membership, then download a certificate of lifetime membership. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can still prepare and download any tax certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeker between 2020, 2021, and 2022, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 2. Teaching we have foreign language and assessment, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement Tools, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 4, the new trend in education, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 5, AP Skill, Ocean Leadership and Management Skills, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching, a Special Program in the Art, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, and tips for teens. Gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our previous student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but later technical problem will listening on time. It's a great opportunity to collect your previous condition. We solved all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your details for all webinar details. It's a cordial request to check all button and pages on our website. Should like us to benefit it. Thank you, but note that without an account of login, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 2092 webinar, which name is 21st Century Parenting, and today our speakers are named Dr. Usman Mohit KS. He is from India. Before I hand over this to story speaker, sir, I'll share a little bit about him. Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies, Sri Sai Ram Engineering College. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am. Thanks for the introduction, ma'am. Thanks for the opportunity too.
Welcome, sir. Sir, please present your presentation.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, sir. The stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay. Thank you. So thanks. And I am Dr. Usman Mohideen. So today's topic is 21st century parenting. Before entering into the topic, just I want to emphasize and re-emphasize a strong fact. That is, we cannot parent our children in the same way how we got parented. Gone are those days, it's totally changed. So in this session, maybe for next 1 hour, we are going to see the comparison between the last recent three generation, that is the previous one, current and upcoming. Then what are the features of Zen Alpha? We are going to concentrate on Zen Alpha generation. Then who are millennial parents? Then discipline, how and what tool has to be used. Then parenting mistakes, how to handle Zen Alpha, and then positive parenting from A to Z. These are the things we are going to see in today's presentation. So, starting with, I always feel or believe whenever we see some concept as a differentiation, so it can be better imbibed in our mind rather than seeing paragraphs. So first I want to compare three generation: generation Z, generation Alpha, and generation Beta. These generations are compared on parameters, selected parameters. Year of born for generation Z is from 97 to 2009. Generation Alpha, it is 2010 to 2024. That is the current year. And generation Beta will start in next year, 25 to 39. And this generation is that focus on exam results, whereas Alpha focus on learning skills and Beta focus on being skills, that is life skills. And the main motive of education for generation is that is employability, Alpha is adaptability, and Beta is entrepreneurial. Working style is participative for Zen Z, collaborative for Alpha, and Beta it is co-creators. The favored method of payment for Zen Z, credit cards or debit cards, and Alpha and Beta it is digital payment. And their technology is touchscreen. Gen Z was the first one, that is the bus generation who witnessed touchscreen. Then Alpha, they saw some voice recognition process, and Beta, it will be gesture control. It is neither a voice or another touch, it is just a gesture. Consumer trends are customized in Zen Z. So whatever they need, the product will be customized, services will be customized. And alpha, it is personalized, and beta, it is predictive. So there is, you can witness development in each and every generation. We are going to focus on Zen Alpha. So, what is the trend of Zen Alpha and the digitalized world? After this, we will see who are millennial parents and what are the few features of millennial parents. Now we will see digitalized Zen Alpha. There are some facts. The first alpha children was born on 1st January 2010, and last children will be born in the year 2024, that is 31st December 2024. And alpha total will be 2 billion around across the world in 2024, and largely they were born to millennial parents. Who are millennial parents? Those who born in between 1981 to 1996. Usually they are characterized by, that is Zen Alpha are characterized by curious. They are very much curious, and they they are going to reduce texting and mailing process when they grow up, and they will receive personalized learning. Already we have seen this. Then they will use audio visual tools, and many alpha generation, they will have health tracker apps, smartwatches, etc. These alphas are culturally diverse because they born to interracial or intercaste or interreligion parents. They are less attached to family and cultural heritages. They slowly get detached from that cultural values and family. They have access to huge information, and they are flooded with data. This is the first generation where the data is overloaded, and they are technologically savvy, and they have poor interpersonal and social skill. That is, they chat very well, and they uh, use Instagram and other tools, social media tools, to interact with people, whereas their face to face interaction will be very less. This we are witnessing currently. My son, who is studying, is higher secondary. So if the school is declared holiday on Saturday, before telling it to me, he will tell to his friends from other school through social media. So they are the one who are receiving the message first. After that only I will come to know in the evening. So 24% of the Gen Alpha have friends where they have met online but never met on in person, met in person. So they are high hardcore gamers, majority of them, and they soon they will outgrow the addictive technology very soon, and they develop a reduced attention span. Their mind will be wandering. Normally, human attention, when I'm talking to attention here, I'm talking about listening. That is classroom listening. It is an average of 17 minutes, but Zen Alpha may lack in that also. Then they are indoor generation. Whenever they say I'm going to play, they are going to play in mobile in his friend's house, in his or her friend's place. That is the meaning they are given for the word, the sentence they are going to play. They are ethnically diverse, and they are the most rude generation so far we have witnessed we have witnessed. So next gen beta may overtake them, but as of now they are the disrespectful and rude kids in the history. Then their social media usage has increased to 26% after school and 71% weekends, that is between 12 to 15. And even though they are aware of the negative impacts, 40% of the teens say they are watching live streams, and they are interested in TikTok, and 24% among shown interest in TikTok. Then 65% 12 to 15 years old say they know how to be safe on online, and 57% of the Gen X watch OTT, YouTube, etc., etc. And 56% of Zen Alpha watch shopping content, that is unboxing video, etc. Then 33% of the Gen Alpha subscribe to music stream like Spotify, and 56% of the Gen Alpha kids are subscribed to video streaming services. And 36 million Zen Alpha consumers will be in internet users, are the internet users this year, exceeding in the 18 to 24 and 12 to 17 age bracket. We also forecast especially in US, Zen Alpha smartphone users will they will reach in 8.8 million, and they will grow by 10.2 million by 2026. The number of Zen Alpha social network users climb slowly over the next 4 years from 6.4 to 6.7 for total number of social media users. So this is the features or digitalized Gen Alpha characteristics. With this characteristics, now we will move on to the parenting. That is, most of the parents are from millennials. That is 81 to 96. Those who are born between 1981 to 1996. Okay. So 75% of the millennial parents are trying to keep their children off social media, and millennial parents feel the effects of influencers, that is celebrity, and they feel they make them feel bad. 77% of the parents prioritizing time with the children, and next one is a positive note, and it has to be encouraged. 81% of the parent think it is more important to be happy than successful. If they practice it, that is we practice it, then it will be a wonderful one. Kindly don't run behind the marks. Just uh, ask them to explore and gain knowledge. Marks are important, but everyone securing first class grade is there will not be any use, right? So the life skill is more important. And 53% of the millennial parents believe that this generation will help the solved problem caused by previous generation. Whatever problem the earlier generation is that couldn't solve, they will solve. That is, the parents believe that this generation will solve, and thus it makes this combo as a powerful combo. Which one? The millennial parents and Gen Alpha has become a powerful combo, because here the millennial parents are learning from Zen Alpha, and there is a integration, and there, of course there is some conflict also. So Zen Alpha, again, just to reemphasize, their screen presence is more socially connected 24/7. They are dominated by social media, then more diverse helicopter parenting. That is, the parents, there are humpty number of parents who do over parenting. Then they are tech savvy, there is Zen Alpha, then it transforms their thinking, and they at the same time they are using multi-screen. Most of the students from this generation, they parallelly do multitask. They write assignment without understanding, and they will listen to music or they watch movies or web series on OTT. Though they do parallelly, so they are well traveled. They explored many places with the with parents, of course, and they prefer visual content. They are more mature than their actual age. Okay, the actual age uh, is the maturity is more at this their age, and they are independent. For them, AI is their reality. Artificial intelligence is the reality, and the reality they question always. There will be personalized learning. They don't prefer sharing economy. They don't play by rules. They want to reach the target, and globally region they goes out of window, and constantly changing new type of employee diets. They are diet conscious to some extent. At the same time, they want to eat all junk foods and live at moment. They are funky. They don't follow the social norms given. Okay, so how to discipline the Zen Alpha through parenting. Whenever I say discipline, here it is through mutual respect and not submission, fear, or rebellious. And it requires firmness and kindness that we will discuss later. And there should be a shift from tiger parenting to gentle parenting. Earlier, discipline was imbibed through control and punishment, and now discipline is not controlling via punishment. It is a positive discipline, and it is a positive control that is constructive, encouraging, affirming, helpful, loving, and optimistic way of parenting. Here, discipline can be instructed through the imbibed through instruction, education, preparation, training, regulation, skill building, focusing on solution. What the common mistakes made by the parents of Zen Alpha? They always live in the past. They always talk about the past mistakes their children have committed. And there is a negative talk and approach, not accepting our mistake in front of children. So, when you want to correct, you have to show the genuinity so that they will follow. Then, constantly finding fault, preserving one's personal image while talking to children. We have a famous saying, every bird has to fold its wings when it enter to the nest. It means whatever position you hold in the society or a company, whether you are CEO or CFO or you are a clerk, you cannot bring that to home, especially in front of children. You are a father or a mother of a child. That's it. So you cannot carry your personal image. You cannot speak to them authoritatively. You cannot compel them. That is, they too have principle. Understand that. Refuse to understand every person has different nature. Acknowledge the difference and celebrate it. Not explaining properly. They need explanation. Whenever we say something, they always ask the question why. It is not the child which we were at the young earlier period. That is when we were kids. No, it is totally, it has changed. There is no communication with children. That is, parent has to communicate. They don't volunteer. The Gen Alpha, they don't volunteer. We have to encourage and reduce the expectation. Then stop comparing. That is, don't compare your child with any other child. Let it be a sibling or a cousin or anyone. Do not compare. Now, how to handle Zen Alpha? So we will see one by one. First one, be kind but firm. What do you mean by that? That is, don't be a too bosses or too permissive, timid. That is, boss means you have all power and you be strongly believe the boss parent strongly believe they have every right to control child. And permissive parent is totally the opposite of boss. That is, they always believe that child is the center of universe. Everything revolves around their child. In reality, it's not so. Every child is a prince or princess only for their parent. It is not for the others. That is, when they step out of the house, the situation changes. So don't be too boss or too permissive. So what is the solution for that? Your child is a part of the family. He is one among the member in the family, not the center of universe. And create a clear boundary without breaking the spirit. At the same time, don't degrade them. Then reflect not only the strength of parents but also strength of entire family. You make them understand how beautiful the family will be. They are the part. They have to contribute in a positive way. Tell them with firm parenting and kind one. Next one, decide and then do. If at all you want to uh, instill some positive behavior in the child, you change yourself instead of controlling others. then they will change. If you want to you want your child to study for a particular time in a day, then you don't sit with the mobile, you also read some book, so automatically he or she will settle in few days. Then you act, don't talk. When you say to your child, do not use abusive language, but when you use the same language in your home, then that will not give a positive result. If you want your child not to use any foul languages, then you don't use it. Use follow up, work out a solution with your child. Say, give attention. Whenever the child comes from a school, spend time with them. Listen to all their stories. Let it be any cock and bull story. Don't worry about that. Listen, give full attention. Then you can give insight about that, and you can give your opinion about that. Replace punishment with opportunities. That is, ask them to learn from mistake. If they spill juice, don't get irritated, don't get tensed, and don't shout at them. Instead of screaming, tell them, let's clean it together, so that they know the pain of that work, and they will understand the importance of clean hygiene and clean. So they will take extra care next time, and they will not spill the juice. So when you want to make them learn, you participate and tell them every process is an opportunity for learning. Then improve the quality of communication. That is, be curious when they tell something. Yeah, we are uh, getting physically exhausted or mentally exhausted after our official commitments. Yes, I accept. We don't have the strength, but still show some curiosity, question them, be empathetic whenever they narrate something. So be a reflective listening. That is, ask them, would you like to get my help? Tell them, I am there. So you just ask them, you developed a fight with your close friend, right? Don't blame them. Then they will tell their perspective. Listen to that. Ask reflective question. Develop a feeling of vocabulary. That is, you understand, they have, and they have a freedom to feel happy, hurt, comfortable, sacred, scared, hungry, sleepy, angry, etc., etc. You listen to everything. Listen with your closed lips. Okay, just say, nod your head and say, whenever they have completed, you then you uh, follow these reflective questions. Use I statements. That is, tell them, I noticed you didn't do this, and what is your plan? You give them choice, don't force them to do it immediately. So they will do, maybe if not the first day, maybe in few days they will do. Then create a reasonable expectation, be realistic. A student who is securing, your child who is securing, say, marks out of 100, say it is 12, don't expect them to score 82 in next exam. Give them a reasonable target. Tell them you have to secure 32. Then there will be a some improvement. Next time it is 52, then 62, 72. So give them a reasonable expectation. Hold family meetings. Always start the family meetings with compliments, appreciation. Do not blame. Give a solution. Offer limited choice. When you want them to go to bed, give them a choice, and that should be appropriate and acceptable. Say, tell them you have to go to bed, or you want to go to bed at 9:15 or 9:30. Let them decide the timing. If they decide the timing, they will stick on to that. They will have that conscious to stick on to that. Then set limits. You should know uh, how to loosen the limit. It is based on their age also. Okay, it is based on the age. So whatever limits you have given, At age of 8, then you should be liberal at the age of 10. Then 12, it is more liberal. In such a way, you have to set the limit and establish routines. So there's ask them to fold their mat or clean their bed. So some simple things, that is life skills. Okay, then know your children. If the elder says they are jealous of a newborn, then acknowledge their feeling, give them a scope for them to talk on that, especially when you have a second child. Okay, then welcome mistakes. Do not criticize mistakes, tell them it is an opportunity for learning. So don't have any crazy notions. Apply 3R principle: recognize the mistake, reconcile it, and resolve it. Okay, so make time out positives. That is, don't spend on guilt, shame, sufferings, etc. Let them settle down, and you motivate the children. So if you want them to understand, you just put them in the same boat of you, let them understand the difficulty. Take to your office and let them know how you are toiling yourself for themselves, and then they will find solution for everything. Then if they fight, tell them, I am not interested in finding fault or pointing fingers at anyone. Just I want a remedy. You people find a remedy. If I assume they fight with sibling, tell them you get the remedy, and I am very much happy to be with you and talk on that remedy. So don't blame them. Don't shout at one of them or both. Okay. Then let your kids figure out the solution. The parent need not give solution for every problem. Let the kids figure out a solution. Then if you want, you can groom it or let them practice the solution. They will understand the difficulty. If really requires, they will come to you again. Listen to action than words. So tongue in their shoes is always greater than tongue in their mouth. That is, action speaks louder than word. So ensure your words and actions match. When you tell them no mobile phones to bedroom, you first follow that. Say no game after 10 o'clock in the night. Then you stop that, and you refrain yourself from using mobile phones or any game or anything. Then you come to bed or go to bed. Okay, don't make or take promises unless you are intent to keep them. Don't make promises. Similarly, don't take promises unless they are ready to fulfill. Okay, help children feel belongingness. Avoid four mistaken goal of behavior. That is, you have to give undue attention, then avoid misguided powers, avoid revenge, and assume disability. That is giving up. Then solution for this belongingness: give a spontaneous hugs and kiss on their forehead and encourage small steps. Use encouragement rather than rewards. Always don't give rewards in monetary terms. So you just encourage them to do a positive thing like watering for a plant, and let them understand the beauty of it. You tell them you worked hard on that, I know, and I have a faith on you, and this plant is going to be a flowering one and a blossom one very soon. And tell them whatever be the result on any issue, tell them you love them. Have faith with patience to teach. So have a quality patience. So exhibit a positive behavior when you teach anything, and wait for the result. Then how to handle this Zen Alpha? A few more to add. Say no. You love your student. Absolutely and undeniably, yes. But for that, you cannot say yes always. Tell them no. A child who hears no, and they will be a positive person later. When you don't say no to your kids, then They have every right to assume they will get everything what they want. At one point of time, they when they face disappointment, it can be a minor or a major. A minor, not allowing for a movie with friends. Major, a breakup. Then they will tend to take a negative decisions. So say no. Similarly, don't give a material thing immediately. Let them wait. If they ask, let them wait for few weeks, few days, few months, etc. And be unanimous in that. Don't give the sense that if father denies, mother will give. If mom denies, dad will give. So be unanimous in that. It is the betterment of child. And use sense of humor. They like jokes but without hurting them. Then give life to the actions word. That is, your children are children's of life, not your children alone. They have their own life. So let them follow their dream. Avoid labeling. Don't label them. You are a dull student. You have this problem. You have depression. You get you have anger issue. Kindly do not label them. Then message with love. Give spontaneous tickles when you pass by, when you hug. Play with your kids. A pillow fight, fine. Or any games, Ludo, fine. Carom, fine. Chess, okay. So play with them. An outdoor game, okay, fine. Encouragement of small steps, allowances. This helps them to understand the importance of saving and managing money. Their amount should be on your budget. That is more important. Have a piggy bank. Let them deposit the allowances once in every 3 or every 4 months. Let them take out, and if they want, they can buy whatever they want. That should be a useful one. That should have a utility. Discuss with them, and then let them buy. Or 6 months, 1 year once, you raise the allowances. After 1 year, if they want to buy a cycle, let them do. So when they run out of money for any expenses, then they will understand the importance of money management. Don't give money immediately. Anger or aggressive child. Overprotected child will be more angry. Ask them to express their anger in terms of words, not actions. So words also, it should be a decent one. Whatever words they cannot or should not use in front of you, they should not use anywhere, not even in your absence. Okay. Then never do back talk in front of them. Never disrespect anyone. If at all they do that, back gossiping, back talking, or disrespect, tell them, I don't act in this way, and I also assume you not to talk in this way, and whenever I do something like this, I apologize. So not to hurt anyone. Okay, then bedtime hassles already given. We have seen. Give limited options. Boredom, engage them. Bullying, encourage them to tell to elders. So they should have the freedom to express any kind of negative incidents in school or outside, etc. It need not be harassment alone, a minor bullying. They should have the freedom and courage to tell to us, that is parent. Suggest a buddy system and listen them carefully when they are bullied. Don't blame them. Don't degrade them. Okay. So mobile phones, teach them the priorities for usage. It can be used for, nowadays it has become a indispensable one. So tell them the limit, time, budget. So understand the responsibility and etiquette. Whenever you talk, they have to listen. They cannot do that parallelly, replying to you and working on the mobile phones. Then chores, they have to do at least some basic households. Let them take the responsibility. Okay. Clothing power circle struggles. Feel free to share your feelings and listen to theirs. Say, don't restrict them. Not black for this function, not too much skin showing dress for this place, etc. Share your feeling, listen to them, then come to a common point and let them make the decision. Cruelty to animals. Tell them how it suffers, the animal suffers, the pet suffers, and tell them even animal body is a precious one. It is a wonderful one. We don't have any right to hurt it. Okay, crying, yeah, crying is allowed. It is not gender restricted. Some students are sensitive, some child are sensitive, but tell them don't cry at the drop of the hat. That is, they should not cry instantly. Okay, that is, whatever be the silly reason, they should not cry. Tell them they should be allowed to cry in terms of the mental health. But if they are using water power to manipulate you, then acknowledge that. Don't get in trapped in their web. So don't be a victim of manipulation. Then if you get victimized, they will have a strong feeling that crying will get things done, whereas it will not work in the reality and it should not work. And death and grief, introduce them death. Do not hide that. Tell them what are the views after death as per the perspectives, your perspective. Let them develop their own perspective later. So they will evaluate. Keep the communication open. Then disobedient and rebellious one, first observe behavior. Then a child may be a parent and deaf as you talk more than you act. If you start advising them, they will act as a deaf. You act in the same way. You be a role model. Whenever they are taking steps to change, respect that. It will not happen in a single day. It is not a magical wand. So it will take some time. Then demanding children, they want everything in their way. There is a difference between pampering and discounting children wishes by negating their importance. So never overdo their demands. Then whenever the parent go for divorce, handle it effectively. Kindly do not blame the partner in front of the child, whatever be the situation. If you handle it effectively, the children will do it you much better way, socially, academically, emotionally, etc., etc. Kindly do not expect instant adjustment. Give them time. Adjusting to a divorce of a parent is a long term process. It will go for several years. Don't expect a result immediately. Kindly do not ask who is important to you. So don't pressurize them. Don't give a mental stress. Then pertaining to haircuts, adjust your attitude. You cannot have ask them to have a haircut like you what you had in your early childhood. No, days have changed. So listen to them, adjust to their attitude, and it will increase the calmness of child. At one point of time, you will come to a common point. So eating and mealtime hassles, there is a table manner and teach them. So when it is atrocious, teach them patiently in a positive way. At least once a day, sit down as a family. When the in the today's corporate world, if it is not possible, at least once in a week. At that time, there should not be any TV, any electronic gadgets, etc. If they spill food, that is common. Accept it and ask them to clean it later. When they go on diet, do not pressurize them. Let them go on a diet. Sometimes they will come back to a normal food or they'll continue on a diet. Whatever it may be, give a protein rich food, fiber rich foods. And what to see what really happened. Schedule the meal to maximum extent. In exception cases, fine. If you are going for outing, at that case is fine. Normally, ask them to eat at a fixed time. Then usage of any electronic media, tell them, give them an option, 30 minutes of video game or 30 minutes of TV. You choose your own choice, you decide. Then don't overreact. So they will have to follow the timing, or else there will be a penalty tomorrow. Instead of 30 minutes, there will be only 20 minutes. So tell them clearly. Then be fair. If at all the child is jealous, tell them the different viewpoint and hear to that viewpoint, their viewpoint. And whenever there is a fear, uncover them. Fear is because of only one reason, unknown. When there is a fight, either the fight with a friend or a sibling, there may be a hurt, rejection, isolation. These are the part of experiences in growing up. Understand between normal fight and violence. So adjust the role appropriately. Don't say take sides in case of if they are siblings. If you are keep fighting, tell them, I'm not going to listen. Foul languages or any rude bad words, may, don't make it go forever. Then it will become a habit. At the same time, don't overreact. Tell them the ill effects of these things. For languages, habits, any negative habits like biting nails, don't create a scene or a stress in front of others, or don't create any stress to the child. Tell them this is the unwelcoming behavior, and tell them the negative side effects of this. Homework, whenever the kid you want to uh, practice a routine, develop a routine, give them that. Do not compare with your children with another children. Don't tell them they have completed the homework at 6 o'clock itself, now it is at 9 o'clock, still you haven't touched. Have a routine. If it is 7:30 daily, 7:30. Okay. Then some child have a habit of interrupting or pesty behavior. Then make them engage. Don't get irritated. Tell them even this conversation is important. Then lying or fabricating. It is normal to lie during the childhood. Only then their creativity will increase. So they always have a tendency to correlate or brings together bridges fantasy and reality. So don't ask, did you clean your room? Instead, ask, I noticed you didn't clean your room. Never call them a liar. There is a difference between liar and a person who lies. That is totally different. So don't call them a liar. And manipulation. Do not allow them to manipulate in the name of love. At the same time, you too don't manipulate them in the name of love. Okay. It will isolate either you or the your child. Next, the coming to the sensitive one and most untouched part, masturbation. So don't make it as a issue, and don't make them to feel guilty or make it worse. Just say it takes place about 98% of the children. At the same time, you keep them engaged. Tell them what are the ill effects, physical and mental effects. And if it is excessive, consult a therapist. Then materialism. Don't encourage your child to buy only branded clothes, costly watches, expensive glasses, cars, junk foods, etc. Don't tell them I cannot spend this much, but tell them the branded clothes or branded items is not the only medium of happiness. Tell them there are something else. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Live simple, and your child will learn from you. Then morning hustles, set deadlines for every activity whenever they get ready for schools. Obedience. Then never punish them for this disobedience. Just tell them the obedience will give positive benefits, whereas the punishment you give, it will develop trust issue, and once you punish, they will try to do without your knowledge. Okay, and it will reduce their self-esteem. Obesity, don't uh, degrade them or demotivate them. Let them understand the positive lifestyle and health awareness. Engage them in physical activity. No TV or gadgets while eating, and make them to eat smaller portion and eat meals together. Then overprotection is spoiling and rescuing. That is, whenever he is facing a issue, whenever uh, father is shouting or father is giving some advice or stating something, kindly do not interrupt the counterpart. That is mother. Don't interrupt. Okay. So tell them, if you need any help, pick me up in the instance, then hold me tight, then put me down, and now let me go. They will do. The child development will happen in this way. First, initially they will say, pick me up, then hold me tight, then put me down, now I want to go. You can see this in a kid or a child who is 3 years old. Okay, then complaining other negative behavior, pouting. Never scold them, threaten them, punish them, or cause shame to them. Instead, you tell them, I feel upset, but I don't blame you for this, but still, you need to work out on that. Procrastination. So, you respect your child's style. Some may like to work under pressure and it exceeds limit. Tell them. So whenever they want to do it in the last minute, we can observe that in our kids, most of the kids, whatever be the number of holidays, whether it's a 10 days or 1 month, they will start doing their homework just a day before school reopening. Okay, so property destruction, tell them it is not a mode of anger expression, but at the same time, never overreact and yell. If their room is messy, ask them to arrange it according to their own taste. Self-esteem, develop their self-esteem and value their uniqueness, avoid comparison. When they have separation anxiety, when they settle in a new environment, let them explore it. Don't make it as a big issue. You give your mental support, at the same time don't make it as an issue. Exploration of sex and sex education based on their age. Suggest them a good books on sites or site on that. Let them understand. Sit with them and talk with them without any hesitation. When child feels they lack skills to solve problem, they feel discouraged. Instead of insulting them, give them an opportunity to learn. Tattling, just listen, they will find their solution. Unmotivated, uninterested. When the kids are unmotivated or uninterested, never complain, make an eye contact, don't display I told so attitude. That is, I told you earlier, this will happen. See, now what happened? Don't display your I told so attitude. Help them to set goal, teach them that mistakes are vital for learning. And values and manner system, inculcate and imbibe the values. Let them observe, let them watch, let them listen, and teach how you live. That is, teaching happens through your life. There should be a correlation. What I preach and what I practice, if it is totally different, then it is a futile. They will not learn. So correlate them. Okay. Then winning, that is a high pitched cry. Don't give punishment on or bribe. Just ignore it. They will settle down. At that time, you can explain them. It is common to have a pimple, especially in the teenagers, and even after that also. So just let them explore positive sides on that. If there is a acute problem, consult a dermatologist and ask them to wash the face with mild soap, because for them appearance is more important than anything at that age. Okay, now, so we have seen the positive parenting. So, and we have seen the how to handle Zen Alpha. So with this we come to an end of the presentation. So, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me go to the last slide. So these are my contact details: 9884291353. Okay, this is my WhatsApp number and the Instagram profile. So in case of any future requirements on research, psychology, parenting, teaching skills, economics, etc., you can ask. You can just send a WhatsApp message and we'll fix a date for that. And in case of any queries apart from this session, after this session, you can send a WhatsApp message too. Now, in just I will stop the slide presentation and we will go to question and answer session. Yeah, any queries?
Thank you so much, sir, for a rich content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your
Thank
presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time. Now, sir, it's time for us to move on with the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinар certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition.
Ma'am, if there is no question,
Sir, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. There's no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time in IGP. We
thank
have
you, ma'am.
learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add
Thank
some
you, ma'am.
value to our daily activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Take care, ma'am. Good night.
Welcome, sir. Honorable sir, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP knowledge check, it's time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge check, it's time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next with the learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download the certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download the certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next with learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download the certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download the certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge check, is time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We change a few processes for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.radioigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button and given link at the session name and join with the logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join and join on a live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 20 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 67% people are right here. Our second question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 44% people are right here. Our third question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 88% people are right here. Fourth question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Fifth question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Next question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Next question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 12% people are right here. Eighth question is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 75% people are right here. Second last question of the session is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 24% people are right here. Last and final question of the session is 21st century. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 24% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in our top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in our top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in our top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill. Never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy as to say. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to ego not people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I start, hit the like button. I can also thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.